So I'm living in the UK, and a lot of people don't realize that you can get a cannabis prescription in 2024. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly how you can get a cannabis prescription here in the UK. So to get a prescription, there is a big list of conditions that qualify. The majority of them are for pain. So if you're dealing with chronic pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, anything like that, then you will have one of the qualifying conditions. Another one that's really common is insomnia. My condition is ADHD. So if you have ADHD, that's another condition. There's so many qualifying conditions. So many people qualify for this, but they don't even realize it. But you might be asking, how do I know if I have one of the qualifying conditions if there's so many? Now this is where the step-by-step process comes in. So step one, the first thing you're gonna do, actually the first thing you're not gonna do is you're not gonna go to your GP, you're not gonna even speak to them because there is no point. They're literally trained to tell you not to take this because it's seen as a bad thing to take. So step two, you're gonna go onto the internet, you're gonna type in UK cannabis clinic. Now it's going to take you to a bunch of different clinics in the UK. Now to get this, you're going to have to go for a private clinic. There's no public healthcare that's going to give you this because they follow certain protocols which don't allow them to actually prescribe cannabis apart from very, very specific situations. One of those would be for epilepsy. There's a few things they give it for, but it's unlikely that you're going to qualify for that. The clinic that I use is called medicinal. Is that the one that you should use? That's entirely up to you, but that's just the one that I do. It's one of the most popular ones in the UK. So once you've clicked on one of these clinics or had a look at the one you want to go for, have a look. It will have a list of the qualifying conditions on the website. If you have one of those conditions, then great, we can move on to step three. You need to find your diagnosis for whatever condition that qualifies you for cannabis. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have a diagnosis, you're not obviously going to qualify for a cannabis prescription. Don't self-diagnose yourself. You actually need to be diagnosed by a health professional. So once you've found your original diagnosis, you need to make sure that you've already tried 2 treatments. Some clinics is 2 medications. The one I am with is 2 treatments, and another form of treatment could be like a physiotherapy or a psychotherapy. So assuming that you've tried 2 medications or treatments already, what you need to do is find proof of that through your summary of care report. You can request this from your GP. You don't need to tell them why. If you want to, you can, but realistically, you're not obliged to do so. And what they'll do is they'll send this back to you within 48 hours. And your summary of care basically shows everything that's ever happened. It's your medical history. As long as you don't have psychosis or have had any history of psychosis, which most people wouldn't have done, what you do is you get your summary care report and you get your original diagnosis and you keep that together and you apply for a consultation. Once you apply for a consultation, you have to fill out a form. Yeah, you have to show them your summary of care, you have to show them your diagnosis and just show them that you qualify. And then what they'll do is they'll get back to you, usually pretty soon, and they'll tell you whether or not you qualify. And obviously if you have the documents there, you will. And they'll book you in for a consultation. The pricing of the consultations are different from clinic to clinic. My clinic was £150 for the initial consultation. And when I had that consultation, I just told the doctor why I was thinking about taking medicinal cannabis, why my other treatments haven't worked, how much I'm using at the moment, so they can understand my tolerance and what dose is right for me. I just asked them what I wanted. They actually sent it to my house with Royal Mail, and it was like next day's delivery. It was amazing. You're supposed to give your ID, but I wasn't home both times. They still gave it to me. Naughty, flipping naughty Royal Mail, giving it to wrong people potentially. But nah, all jokes aside though, that's how it works. So you get that and then you try it for a month and then you have a follow-up consultation, which is £49. That's for my clinic, it's £49 for follow-up consultations. And you have the 1 month follow-up. I talk to him about how I'm doing and everything. They just check up on me. And then if all is good, they just prescribe you more. They can up your dose, lower your dose. And yeah, they just prescribe you then. Then they have another follow-up 3 months later. And then once every year. And then yeah, you just get prescribed basically. And you just do your repeat prescriptions online. And yeah, that's pretty much how it works. Obviously you've got to pay for it because it's private healthcare, but at the end of the day, you're paying for weed anyway. You might have to pay for some consultation fees, but at the first it's a lot, but then it comes down. And with Medica, if you are on some sort of benefit or if you are a war veteran, you can apply for some scheme where you don't have to pay for any of that. Obviously you just pay for the medication itself. But that is just for my clinic. I don't know about other clinics, but there are other great clinics out there. So you just got to choose the one for you. So to recap, to get the prescription, what you need to do is you need to make sure that you've actually got a condition that qualifies you for medical cannabis. And then what you do is you get your diagnosis, you get your summary of care report, you apply for a consultation, you show them all the documents, you speak with a doctor, they prescribe it to you, and then you come for your follow-up, and if it's all good, you just keep on smoking. But wait, there is a little bit of a catch. Technically, you're not allowed to smoke it because they can't prescribe you something and tell you to smoke it. That's just not good for your health. So you're meant to buy a dry herb vaporizer and you basically just grind it up, put it in there and vape it. And to be honest with you, it saves a lot of weed. You get more, I don't want to say high. You basically don't use as much, but this is a topic for another video. But yeah, you're fully protected, possession, police can't do anything. And yeah, you're getting exactly what you're asking for. It's lovely, mate. If this video has helped you, please drop a like, subscribe, because I'm gonna be posting a lot more content for you that you can benefit from. So yeah, that's all from me. I'm Mr. Psychoactive, and I'm out.